next program is to check whether two given strings are anagram or not. So what do you mean by anagram is, whenever we take two strings, there should be equal number of characters. For example, if I take H should be once, L is repeated here twice. So in this second string, L is repeated twice. O is one time. So here O is one time. And E is once, E is once. So such kind of strings, we are going to call it as anagram. For which, so I am initializing these identifiers, string 1, string 2, to read two strings. Here first, I am using the array which consists of 26 characters. For that I am taking 26, all initialized to 0 initially. So first array, second array, all initialized to zeros initially. Next, I equal to 0, flag equal to 0. These are for iterations and just a counter. Here I am reading the two strings. This is how we read the strings, like enter the first string, gets S1, enter the second string, gets S2. Next, here this is a logic where I am going to check for the length of the two strings. Here length of the two strings should be same. Only then we can say we are going to try whether they are anagram or not. So if they are not of the same length, it simply means there are no similar kind of characters. That is the reason in the first itself I am going to check, and I am going to exit from this particular program if the two string lengths are not equal. So if both the strings length are equal, it means I am going to the further steps, else I am just coming out of the program. So here, while S1 of I, that is starting from 0, I am checking whether it is null or not, and I am storing it in array called first array. So I am storing those elements within the index, right? So similarly, we store all the string 1 and string 2. Here I am reinitializing the I value to 0 because here some point of time I has been incremented and we get some value, right? So that is the reason I am reinitializing the I value and taking the second string and storing it in the the S2 of I not equal to null. I am checking all the elements, all the characters which are present in the second in the S2 string. I am storing it in second array. Next, after storing all these things, I am just comparing. This is a simple logic where we are going to check for anagram. So I equal to 0, I less than 26. So I have created the 26 array, right? So first of I not equal to second of I. So here, depending upon their index positions, if they both are equal, then I am going to store it in the flag value as 1. Else I am not going to update the flag value, and depending upon this flag I am going to make a decision that whether the two given strings are anagram or not. So if I update this value, which means it is not an anagram, and if flag value is equal to 0, both strings S1 and S2 are anagram. So this is how we are going to check whether the two given strings are anagram or not. So let me show you the execution of this and check whether the two strings are anagram or not. So first, let us take with our example. The first string is hello and the second string is LOL he. So hello and LOL he are anagram string. And let me show you the next test case. The next test case is bell and the second string is well. So here B and W are not matching, because of which we can say the two strings are not anagram string. Similarly, we will be checking with another test case where the two strings lengths are not equal. For example, if I take hello followed by good. So hello is totally 5 characters, good is totally 4 characters. Both strings are not equal in length. That is the reason I am saying both strings are not anagram. Even though G is repeated twice, so here G is repeated once, but it is a simple logic where there is there is no possibility of having the two strings as anagram. So that is the reason why I am checking in the both the length of the string. If their lengths are equal, obviously we are going to find that anagram of a string. And sometimes the anagram may not be possible when the length of the strings are same. Let me execute the another test case and show you. Let me take the two strings with the same length. I am taking the string as ball and the other string as tall. So ball and tall are both are of same size, that is the same length. The length of the strings is same, but even though with our logic what we have written the for loop, so it will check and these two strings will not be the anagram strings. So here your actual checking process will be done, and within these two while loops you are going to store the individual strings. And if you are updating the flag value, it means the both strings are not anagrams, or else the given string is an anagram string. So this is how we can find whether the given string is anagram or not. The next problem statement is to check whether a given string is panagram or not. Panagram is nothing but the number of characters given in a string should be equivalent to the number of characters which are there in the alphabets, like 26 alphabets. So all the 26 alphabets should be present in a given string. Only then we are going to call such kind of a string as panagram string. So now let us take the look at this particular program. Hash include stdio.h main, and here I have initialized one string I alphabets and the total. So I am going to check the total as total should be like 26. If all the characters are there as part of the string, then I am considering it as a panagram. Now let us see how to read the string. So this is how we are going to read the string. Enter the string, gets string. Now after reading the string, we are going to perform this logic. So the logic behind this is for I equal to 0, str of I not equal to null. So which means till the null we are going to read, or we are going to trace all the characters which are present in that particular string. And within this, each and every individual character is traced with this if else statement. Okay, now we will be seeing a which is less than str of I in a given string. If both the conditions are true, only then your control is going to execute this block of statements. Here total plus equal to, this is nothing but it is a shorthand assignment, which means total equal to total plus, and this is a not negation sign. So what do you mean by the negation here is, if it is not this alphabet, then you are going to not store it in the total. Now alphabets of str of I minus a equal to 1. So this is how you are going to store increment the value of total. Similarly here else if, and you are going to increment the values and you are going to store it in the total. So after you execute all the steps, that is by identifying individual character and incrementing the value, if the complete total of this for loop will become 26, only then we are going to say the entered string is panagram string, else we say it is not a panagram string. Now let me execute this and show you the output. So let me enter the string. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So if you see this particular string, there are all alphabets A to Z which are covered in this particular given string. Only then we are going to call the entered string is panagram string. Now let me execute with another test case. I love my country. So if I am giving this particular string, so it is not the entered string is not a panagram string, which means it doesn't cover all the alphabets from A to Z. Okay, so this is how we are going to find whether a given string is panagram or not.